You have a good point. There's something that's locked this way.
Yeah,
I
there
don't
may
know.
be a rotation lock. Can I see? Your phone? There may be a rotation locked. Yeah, here it is. See this right here?
Yeah.
If you scroll from the,
Oh, that said locked?
you pull from the bottom. You have to go, yeah,
What am I doing?
just go all the way to the top. Yeah, so there it is. You see this right here?
Yeah.
This one right here?
That says that's locked?
Yeah, so if you press it, and then now,
So I'm not done. Yeah. So you're saying that's the way you do it. It's easier.
it's easier that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's interesting for me, like when I watch the Boardwalk Empire show and they're talking about prohibition, it seems so it's happened so long ago. When I watched, well, I mean it did,
I
but
was born in 1928. I just
yeah,
wanted to know that. So I guess that was a long time ago, but because I wasn't aware of it until the 40s or something, I guess.
yeah. But the prohibition was from 1920 to 1934.
Yeah, I wasn't. I really wasn't.
Yeah,
I was nothing then.
but yeah, it's interesting just to see like the style and the cars and I don't know. I mean, obviously it's a little different, but like in the scenes that occur like in New York when they're like with like Lucky Luciano and the other people, it's just so interesting for me to watch.
I agree. I mean, I like it. I mean,
Yeah.
I really enjoy that program. I look forward to it. I don't know what happened, but I guess it ended forever.
Yeah.
Because did they kill, what's his name?
Oh,
Nucky?
I didn't see it. I didn't see it.
Oh.
Yeah,
But you must have seen the last episode, no?
I'm only on season 2.
Oh, and you're still going?
Yeah.
Oh.
But they're trying to
No,
kill
but
him.
I'm just saying, but I'm telling you, it seemed to have ended.
Yeah.
There's nothing, so how did they end it? They had to do something that,
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I'm not sure either, but I thought maybe that's what happened. I don't
Yeah.
know.
But yeah, but we need to try to go to the area of Brooklyn where you grew up. I know we've been saying we want to do that for like 10 years now.
What do you mean go to the area where I grew up?
Like the street, the area,
Montgomery Street, Eastern Part. Yeah, I know
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
because we've never went. It'd be just interesting to see.
So what are you talking about? Physically going there?
Yeah, why not?
I mean, I would like to. I went there like maybe 10, 15 years ago. I wouldn't mind going again.
Yeah.
I know there's exactly the street. In fact, on Google, I once looked at a map. It seemed to change a little bit on Google, but
Yeah. Because I always tell my friends the stories when you were when if there was a car in the way, you were playing like handball or stickball,
Well, you're right. Punch bowl.
punch ball. Yeah,
Punch ball.
you would just move the car down the road.
Absolutely. You open up because they didn't somehow they didn't lock the car, and you release the emergency brake, which was on the left side, and then a couple of us would just roll the car. Imagine nowadays if it did that. We rolled the car because it was either on first base. See, it was first base, third base, or second base was the sewer.
Yeah,
The sewer in the middle of the street.
Yeah.
So the car was right in the middle of first base. You couldn't move it. That's amazing. I'm surprised you remember that.
Yeah, because it always seems like it's just so different. Like how it's amazing how in just like 50 years or something like it would never happen.
Can you believe that? I mean, when you think of cars, imagine now if you moved the car, the guy would come down and probably take a gun out and go,
Yeah,
and right?
that'd be the end of you.
Man, nobody had guns. That was it, right? But nobody said, somehow that. I
Yeah.
mean, there was no bad reaction to that. The guy came down, probably said, "I didn't know I parked there." I mean, we didn't move it, so it disappeared. But
Yeah,
you moved
just
it
a little
down.
bit.
You moved it down a little bit, so it was out of the way because you're playing in a narrow street, and you had to get it. I mean, that's where we played.
Yeah.
The car had quite a nerve parking in where we wanted to play, right? So I'm surprised you remember. That's kind of interesting.
No, yeah, I like the story, and I also because with like Al Davis.
Al Davis.
Yeah,
you
'cause-
remember that guy too?
Yeah, because I was watching TV and they were talking about his son. I forget his first name.
His son?
His son is
I don't know anything about his son.
but his son took over the team, and
Did he?
And he was trying to like get the relationships back with the other teams in the NFL because they said Al Davis was such like a
I mean, he really was. It was an idol or something. But I don't know what the word.
yeah,
is.
but
Icon.
but he was kind of he wasn't being a good owner. Like, they're a community, so you have to be a team player when you're an owner, because you're all in it together.
But I have a feeling, from what I understood, I have a feeling that the people, his team, the people who the football players liked him
Yeah.
because he brought in a lot of good players, and they won some championships.
Yeah.
But he was not well liked at all. He was that the owners didn't like him. They had Goodell. It wasn't Goodell at the time. Whoever the owner was, whoever was the head of all of the owners, didn't like him. He just was not a popular guy.
Yeah.
But I think the football team liked him a lot because he did a lot for them.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was interesting. I used to play punch ball with him too because he was.
Yeah.
He never seemed to be that great a player,
Yeah.
and yet he played quarterback or something for a college that he went to. I remember.
Wow.
I didn't really know him at that point.
But yeah.
But anyway, he had money because his father had money in a business. It's not a bad way to start life to work. You
Yeah.
walk into a place with money.
Mm-hmm.
It gives you some insight, gives you opportunities to do things.
Yeah. No, it's true.
Surprising that you would remember that, right? In
Yeah.
fact, when I go out to visit my sister, we go to the Oakland airport. And he was the owner of the Oakland Raiders. So sometimes I talk to the taxi driver that drives me from the airport to my sister's place.
Yeah.
And so I mention Al Davis at times because now he's gone, so I haven't really done that lately.
Yeah.
But
Well. Yeah, I like to remember these things because it's like it's fun stories.
yeah.
Because I was asking Susan and my mom today, oh, tell me stories you heard growing up, and they're like, I don't remember.
In fact, I'd like to hear some stories that your mom would say. You know, your mom, and I guess I don't know whether you know this. I guess you know this, and my wife Lee, your grandmother. Your mom was. They didn't really get along too well.
Yeah.
And so, and I always, when I know people who know your mom, I describe Lori as a rebel. That's how I looked at your mom. Now you would never think of her as that.
No.
But she was, because the four of us, Susan, Jeff, Lee, and I, we kind of followed all the rules and we did all things. You know, we walked on a straight line. But
Yeah.
your mom seemed to be a little different. She was different than the four of us, which maybe explains why she's so successful at a business now, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, that was kind of interesting. That's your mother, and she was different, and she didn't, and she and Lee didn't really. A lot of times they had some problems.
Yeah, I remember hearing that
Yeah.
growing up, and it was hard for me to see because as a child seeing them
Wait,
too.
say it again. It was what?
It was hard for me to see that because as my mom and then I see my grandma, it's like you think everything was always perfect.
Yeah, that's right. That's why I said maybe
Yeah.
you didn't even know that. So yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how you see that, but I know that Lee had problems with her mother. Now that's why she had a problem with Lori. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'd have to get her on a couch, and she probably wouldn't give me the right answers anyway. So anyway, so
That's interesting.
it's kind of interesting. But I've described your mom to people that I'm. In fact, there were three women I played bridge with. We went to Lori's. I took them to Lori's store one day. Lori was so nice to them. She served lunch. Kayla was. Yeah, she doesn't serve lunch to anybody, but we were sitting at the table. And, I didn't expect that to happen. And Kayla went in the back. Your mom must have told her. And she comes and brings sandwiches and stuff. So we had like a whole meal there. Anyway, and so they know Lori very well. And then I bring things to them sometimes.
Yeah.
But whenever I describe, I've always mentioned that word. I said, Lori was really a rebel, which I guess they find hard to believe because...
Yeah.
You don't see her that way now. She certainly isn't. I'd never describe her now that way, but that's the way she grew up, I thought. So.